Good morning, everyone, and good morning, ma'am. We, the Group 3, will present to you our research entitled The Effectivity of Citrus Juices on Frequency of Bowel Movement. The researchers, Casoyla Shahani, Halbuena Lindell, Morales Rachel Julian, Reyes Katrina Amor, and Suniaga Lycogen. First, we will proceed to the introduction to be presented by Ms. Rachel Julian Morales.
Citrus fruits are nutrient-rich sources of citrus juices, which produce essential vitamins and minerals. On a global scale, these citrus juice-containing fruits are considered as one of the world's vital fruit crops with high regards to their healthful benefits and contributions to human diet. According to a study by Sadka et al., there are two characterized human qualities contributing to the distinctive structure and nutritional contributions of citrus fruits. One, the presence of pulps or juice sacs which comprise the major edible part of the fruit. And second, the abundant accumulation of citric acid found in the vacuole of the juice sac cell. Citrus juices are perceived to be a natural remedy in relation to problems concerning bowel movement, such as constipation and diarrhea. The acidic nature of citrus juices, packed with vitamin C and antioxidants, help remove toxins and eliminate waste, specifically in the digestive tract. The researchers conducted a 2-week lemon water intake plan to uncover results regarding citrus juices. Specifically, our research aims to determine the effectiveness of citrus juices on the frequency of bowel movement. Now, let's proceed to the materials and methods of our research to be discussed by Ms. Katrina Amor Reyes.
Materials and methods. For the materials, for the daily intake, 6 pieces of fresh fruit lemon or clemency fruit, 500 ml of warm or cold water, and 1 water bottle. 6 pieces of fresh fruit lemon will be rinsed with water, and these will cut into halves and squeeze them into the bottle that contains 500 ml of warm water, and stir and drink. And you can also put into the refrigerator so that you can drink anytime you want. And 8 women aged 17 to 56 was the researchers' respondents, and they residing in the Cebu, Davao, Negros Oriental, and Bukidnon. And 2 out of 8 respondents were having a hard time for their bowel movement, and they defecate once in 3 days or once in a week. And this study was conducted last November 16 to November 29, 2020. And a pretest questionnaire was provided before the 2-week plan to gather data and information, and each participant was asked to drink the 500 ml intake of lemon water. And in addition, each respondent must record through a checklist for their daily food consumption along with their bowel movements within a day. After the 2-week plan, a post-test questionnaire was given to determine the results concerning the effectiveness of citrus juices, specifically on the bowel movement frequency. And the results will be discussed by Ms. Shahani Casoyla and Lindell Gilbuena.
This section contains the results regarding the effectiveness of citrus juices on the frequency of bowel movement of the participants in this particular study. The graphs that you can see displays answers to the pre-test questions regarding their usual bowel movement, their food and water consumption, and their exercise. As we can see, half or 4 out of 8 respondents sometimes experience bowel movement problems, while 2 of them always have bowel movement problems and the rest answered never. Most of them have hard experiences when defecating and often defecate once in a day or once in 2 days, while 2 out of 8 respondents have a defecation frequency of once in 3 days to once in a week. The following results depict the texture of the respondents' stools wherein they were asked to describe it. And they answered description to their stools such as separate hard lumps, lumpy and sausage-like, sausage shaped with cracks in the surface and like a smooth sausage. Furthermore, when they were asked their frequency of water intake, 7 respondents acknowledged that they only drink water whenever they are thirsty. In fact, results from the pretest shows that only 1 among the 8 respondents completed the average water intake, which was 8 to 10 glasses or 2 liters a day. 2 of them drinks less than 1 liter a day and 5 of them drinks less than 2 liters a day. Moreover, 7 respondents prefer other beverages more than water and acknowledge that half of their normal diet consists of fruits and vegetables, while the other half consume less vegetables or veggies and more on processed foods. Lastly, half of the participants acknowledge that they exercise at least once a week. So that will be all for the pretest results, and now we will move forward to the post-test results to be presented by Ms. Lindell Hilbuena.
Now we will have the post-test results. This section shows the overall result of the post-test questionnaires regarding the frequency of number of defecation, effectivity of the experiment, diet, and changes concerning the respondents' bowel movement frequency in this study. The first question is, do you still have problems with bowel movement? Majority of the respondents answered no, which is 62.5%. The next question, how often do you defecate now that you have included lemon water in your diet? Half of the respondents, which is 4 out of 8 respondents, answered once in 2 days, and the other half answered once a day. Third question, did you experience constipation during the 2-week plan? Majority of the respondents answered no. They did not experience constipation during the 2-week plan. Fourth question, on the scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the highest, how will you rate your bowel movement frequency during the course of 2 weeks? 3 out of 8 respondents answered 5. Next question, to what extent can you describe your defecation experience after you have participated in the lemon water 2-week plan? Well, majority of our respondents, which is 6 out of 8 respondents, answered frequent and easy defecation. Next question, what constitutes your diet during the 2-week lemon water intake plan? 5 out of 8 respondents answered meat, fish, a little amount of processed food. Second to the last question, have you observed changes or do you find the 2-week plan effective? Well, 7 out of 8 respondents answered yes. And the last question is, what do you feel after drinking lemon water for 14 days? 7 out of 8 respondents answered they are able to defecate regularly and easily. As shown in the graphs, more than half of the participants experienced an improvement in the number of times they defecate and stated that they had an easier time in eliminating waste from their body after drinking lemon water during the course of 2 weeks. Also, most of the respondents did not experience constipation or any bowel movement problems while drinking lemon water. Overall results showed that most of the respondents experienced frequent and easy defecation over the period of 2 weeks or 14 days. And now the checklist will be discussed by Shahani Kasoyla.
For the checklist, so out of the 8 respondents who drank lemon water within 14 days, 3 of them defecated once or twice a day but were not able to defecate for about 3 to 5 days. 1 was able to defecate 1 or 2 times but was not able to defecate for a day, while 1 only defecated once a day and was not able to defecate for more than 5 days. Specifically, Respondents 6, 7, and 8 had lots of days where they failed to defecate while the rest had good results within the 2-week lemon water intake plan. The discussion and conclusion will be presented by Ms. Laika Soniega.
For the discussion, lemon water intake were controlled with specific amount to the respondents. Also, the respondents drink in their preferable time of the day until they finish the required amount of lemon water. Even for a short period of time, drinking lemon water gave an impact to most of the respondents. Lemon water made them to defecate easily and also to have less constipation compared to what they have experienced before drinking lemon water. Also, we can connect these results to some of the articles we have found. One by Don Vito, 2017, which says lemon water or lemon juice mixed in water aids digestion, which also helps people to defecate easily. Also, according to Leach 2020, lemon water has a powerful health benefits, and it also has all the benefits of regular water in which it helps in digestive health that can help relieve constipation. However, some of the respondents while drinking the lemon water, it did not have effect on them, and their frequency bowel movement is the same, such as what Ms. Casuela had stated earlier in their checklist. Probably because of their diet, which composed of meat and processed foods, and also another reason could be their bodies could not easily adapt yet, since it is only for 2 weeks. So we have discussed that maybe if for the next research, we could conduct it for 2 months or more in order to see better results of water lemon. And in conclusion, we could say that overall results, drinking lemon water is effective, since most of the respondents, a majority of the respondents, have positive feedback on it of drinking lemon water to their bowel movement. Before we will end, we would like to share to you a video of testimony of some of our respondents regarding the 2-week experiment.
Good morning. My experience during the entire lemon water intake was refreshing. Before, I only defecate once or twice in a week, and I find it very hard whenever this happens. After participating in the 2-week plan, I noticed little changes, like I can now defecate easily, although my bowel movement is not that frequent. I also urinate more compared to my normal days, and I think it's because my body is at the same time well hydrated. And that's all. Thank you.
It was a great experienced a challenge for me to drink lemon water for 14 consecutive days. To be honest, I don't always drink plenty of water and I have trouble with my bowel movement. Usually, I defecate only twice or thrice a week, and oftentimes my stool is hard. During the first 4 days of the experiment, I was a bit lazy and tired to wake up early in the morning just to drink lemon water before breakfast. But as the days go on, I began to adapt to the routine. And the good news, I was able to defecate every day, and it made me feel refreshed and clean inside.
Before I started drinking lemon water, I always have a hard time in defecating, maybe because I like eating foods that are rich in fiber. But during the time I started drinking lemon water, defecating became easier for me because drinking such would aid our digestion. I also felt healthier and better because drinking lemon water helped my body to eliminate the toxins and wastes out of my body. Aside from that, I also noticed that my skin looked hydrated and not dry because drinking lemon water can improve the quality of our skin.
Thank you for listening, everyone, and that is all.